So hello everyone, a warm welcome to all of you in the today's session in which we are going to discuss the top 50 MCQs for the month of July 2022. So guys, I really believe that all of you are healthy and preparing well for upcoming exams. And guys, we have already covered the top 50 MCQs for the month of June 2022, and today we will be discussing the top 50 MCQs for the month of July 2022, and this is the part 1. And guys, I will be taking much more sessions like these in the upcoming weeks of the July as well. So hi Nilesh, how are you? So I really believe that guys, all of you are really happy, doing well and preparing really well for upcoming exams. So guys, please give a thumbs up in the comment sections if I'm audible and visible to you so that we can begin this particular session. In the meanwhile, I would like to tell you that this session is basically really very important for all the RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade A as well as the SEBI Grade A aspirants. So I'm waiting for responses, guys. If I'm audible and visible to all of you, please give a thumbs up in the comment section so that we can begin this particular session. Okay, so I'm getting some responses here. So guys, before starting the session, if you are new to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe it and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates of the courses and videos offered by us. And you can also join our Telegram channel to get the access to the PDF of the sessions. So guys, इस सेशन की या फिर किसी और भी सेशन की अगर आपको PDF चाहिए तो उसके लिए what you are required to do, you are required to join our Telegram channel जहां पर आपको सभी PDFs मिल जाएंगी on timely basis. ठीक है जी. So guys, before beginning the session, there is a small instruction for all of you that all of you are required to, first of all, when you will be answering the questions, what you are required to do, you are required to just put the question number in the comment section and then the option that you think that is correct in that particular question. ठीक है. उसके बाद you are also required to take keep the record of your scores, and at the end of the session I would be asking you that what exactly was your score after the end of the session. ठीक है जी. And that is what you are also required to tell me in the comment section after the session. ठीक है. So guys, hi Punima, how are you? So guys, I think that all of the people are here. So let's begin the session. I really believe that all of you are really very excited for the today's session. So here is the very first question to all of you. And in this question, you are required to tell me that Padma, which is basically the payroll automation. See, payroll automation for the disbursement of monthly allowances, it was recently launched, and you are required to tell me that for which armed forces personnel the Padma has been launched recently. It's Indian Army, Indian Navy, Indian Coast Guard, Indian Air Force or Assam Rifles. So Nilesh is saying that option C is the right answer, that is Indian Coast Guard. Let's wait for others as well to answer this particular question. See guys, whenever you find such kind of acronyms, you are always required to remember that what is the full form of that, because in the exam a question can also be asked that what does D stands for, what does M stands for in Padma, that is the payroll automation for the disbursement of monthly allowances. So I'm getting the right answers. Rahul and everybody saying that Indian Coast Guard is the right answer to the question, and that is absolutely right. So Indian Coast Guard, whose chief is VS Pathania ji, and it is the right answer for this particular question. That means Padma has been launched for Indian Coast Guard. Moving on to the next question. So here you are required to tell me the name of the e-learning portal which has been launched, a portal of the Department of Posts, and you are required to tell me that what exactly the name of that particular portal is. It's Dak Karma Yogi, Swayam, Diksha, eShodh Sindhu or none of the above. So guys, here in this particular part you are just required to tell me that what exactly is the name of this e-learning portal which has been launched by the Department of Post. So guys, a very important question which is really probable to be asked in the exam. So I'm getting the right answers for the question number 2, and Rahul, Nilesh, Ankit, everybody is saying that option A is the right answer, that is Dak Karma Yogi, and that is absolutely right. So guys, before moving on, I would like to tell you that this Dak Karma Yogi is basically under the Mission Karma Yogi. ठीक है, the Mission Karma Yogi which was launched in September 2020. ठीक है जी, 20 सितंबर 2020 को ये हमारा मिशन लॉन्च किया गया था. बेसिकली इट इज अ नेशनल प्रोग्राम फॉर द सिविल सर्विसेज कैपेसिटी बिल्डिंग. ठीक है जी, एंड हियर यू कैन सी दैट हियर सम एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन हैज बीन मेंशन्ड दैट द पोर्टल हैज बीन डेवलप्ड अंडर द विजन ऑफ मिशन कर्म योगी. सो आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू हियर, आई वुड लाइक टू मेंशन हियर दैट इन RBI 2019 phase 2 exam ESI section, this particular question was being asked कि जो goal program है, it was being launched in association with the Ministry of Tribal Affairs by which of the following organization, and there once again some of the options were being mentioned here. So that is why this goal program is really very important to all of you to remember. So I'm getting the right answers here, as the right answer is option D, that is both A and B, absolutely right. So it is Meta एंड द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ ट्राइबल अफेयर्स जिन्होंने मिलकर गोल 2.0 प्रोग्राम को लॉन्च किया है. ठीक है गाइस, रियली ग्लैड टू सी दैट ऑल ऑफ यू आर आंसरिंग द क्वेश्चंस रियली वेरी वेल. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज इंडियाज फर्स्ट एंड लार्जेस्ट fractionally owned solar power plant has recently been launched by the Pice Fintech Limited at an investment of. So here in this you are just required to tell me that what exactly is the investment in order to set up this India's first and largest fractionally owned solar power plant. It's 20 crore, 40 crore, 15 crore, 26 crore or 30 crore. And guys, here the right answer to the question is option D, that is 26 crore. So guys, here the very important thing that you are required to remember about apart from the investment is that कि ये जो हमारा सोलर पावर प्लांट है इसको सेटअप कहाँ गया है, इसकी लोकेशन कौन सी स्टेट के अंदर है, एंड दैट इज व्हाट इज रियली रियली वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू बी रिमेंबर्ड फ्रॉम द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. तो जब हम बात करते हैं इसी लोकेशन की, इट इज बेसिकली लोकेटेड इन द इंडियन स्टेट ऑफ कर्नाटका, और इसी कर्नाटका के ऊपर अ क्वेश्चन इज रियली वेरी प्रोबेबल टू बी आस्क्ड इन द एग्जाम. ठीक है, मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द स्टार हेल्थ एंड अलाइड इंश्योरेंस हैज डिसाइडेड टू यूज व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग बैंक्स प्लेटफॉर्म टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस. तो स्टार हेल्थ एंड अलाइड इंश्योरेंस ने किसके साथ, कौन से बैंकिंग प्लेटफॉर्म के साथ यहां पर टाई अप किया है टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट द हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस. सो लेट्स सी दैट हु विल आंसर द क्वेश्चन करेक्टली. सो गाइस जल्दी जल्दी आंसर कीजिए इस क्वेश्चन का. सी दिस पर्टिकुलर सेशन इज अ रैपिड फायर राउंड. ठीक है, बहुत जल्दी जल्दी हम चलेंगे सो दैट आपको इस पर्टिकुलर सेशन की रिवीजन का भी मौका मिल सके. ठीक है गाइस, तो देखते हैं कौन देता है इस क्वेश्चन का सही आंसर. ने आंसर नहीं दिया है सही. सो संजीत कौशिक हैज आंसर्ड द क्वेश्चन करेक्टली, दैट इज IDFC फर्स्ट बैंक लिमिटेड. सो वेल डन संजीत. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज नाबार्ड ने रिसेंटली एक MOU साइन किया है कैनरा बैंक के साथ टू फॉर्म एंड क्रेडिट लिंक 2510 joint liability groups in which of the following Indian states. See guys, recently NABARD, National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, इन्होंने एक MOU साइन किया कैनरा बैंक के साथ, जिसके अंदर वो बेसिकली एम क्या है, जो हमारे जॉइंट लाइबिलिटी ग्रुप्स हैं हमें उन सभी ग्रुप्स को यहां पर लिंक करना है. ठीक है, तो यहां पर आपको मुझे बताना है कि कौन सी स्टेट के लिए इसको लॉन्च किया है. द क्वेश्चन नंबर 6, एंड गाइस हियर द राइट आंसर टू द क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन बी, दैट इज कर्नाटका. सो गाइस इस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन में मैं आपको एक चीज और बताना चाहता हूं, दैट व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द नाबार्ड चेयरमैन इट इज बेसिकली गोविंद राजुलू चिंतला जी, एंड व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट द एस्टैब्लिशमेंट ईयर, सो कैन एनीबॉडी टेल मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन दैट व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज द एस्टैब्लिशमेंट ईयर फॉर द नाबार्ड, बिकॉज इट कैन आल्सो बिकम अ प्रोबेबल क्वेश्चन इन द एग्जाम. So let's wait for, I'm waiting for responses in the comment section. So absolutely right, Nilesh, the right answer is 1982. So guys here it was basically established on 12th July 1982. ठीक है गाइज, सो इन सभी डिटेल्स को आपको यहाँ पर याद रखने की जरूरत है. बढ़ते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ. तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज ऑन द नेशनल हाईवे एक्सीलेंस अवार्ड. तो कौन सी तो उसकी थीम क्या है. सी मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट एंड हाईवेज ने इस पर्टिकुलर अवार्ड को यहां पर अनाउंस किया है, एंड यू आर जस्ट रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी दैट व्हाट इज द थीम ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर अवार्ड. तो नितिन जयराम गडकरी जी जो कि हमारे मिनिस्टर हैं मिनिस्टर ऑफ रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट एंड हाईवेज के, तो यहां पर यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी दैट व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज द थीम ऑफ दिस. ऑप्शंस आर एक्सीलरेटिंग द रोड इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, न्यू इंडिया एट द रेट 75, स्पीड, फोकसिंग ऑन स्ट्रीट्स फॉर लाइफ, बिल्डिंग इंडिया फॉर अ न्यू वर्ल्ड, innovation and excellence in the road construction, and none of the above. And guys here I'm getting the right answer. Sanjeev has once again given the right answer, that is option D, innovation and excellence in the road construction. ठीक है जी, वेरी गुड. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. तो यहां पर आपको मुझे बताना है कि रिसेंटली हु हैज बिकम द चेयरमैन ऑफ द बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स ऑफ रिलायंस जियो. सी दिस पर्सन हैज रिप्लेस्ड Mukesh Ambani ji as the chairman of the board of directors of Reliance Jio. And guys here the right answer to the question number 8 is option B, that is Akash Ambani. ठीक है, moving on to the next question. So the next question is SBI HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank have recently acquired -% stake each in the Perfios Account Aggregation Services Limited. So what exactly that percentage stake is all about, that is what you are required to tell me in the comment section. तो कितना परसेंटेज स्टेक उन्होंने यहाँ पर इस एग्रीगेशन सर्विसेज लिमिटेड के अंदर एक्वायर किया है, दैट इज व्हाट यू रिक्वायर टू टेल मी। एंड गाइस यहाँ पर मैं आपको बता दूं कि एसबीआई के रिसेंटली मई मंथ में और नए एमडी अपॉइंट हुए थे, एंड द नेम ऑफ दैट पर्सन इज आलोक कुमार चौधरी। ठीक है जी। तो ये सभी माइन्यूट डिटेल्स को आपको याद रखना है एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, बिकॉज अ क्वेश्चन कैन आल्सो बी मेड ऑन सच काइंड ऑफ लाइंस। ठीक है। सो आई एम गेटिंग द राइट आंसर्स गाइस। हियर द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन ई, दैट इज 9.54%। वेरी वेल डन टू ऑल ऑफ यू। वीरेंद्र, नीलेश, everybody has answered the question correctly. Moving on to the next question. So the next question is on NASA. So NASA ने recently launch किया है कैपस्टोन मिशन। तो आपको मुझे बताना है कि इनमें से कौन सी आउटर बॉडीज के ऊपर इस कैपस्टोन मिशन को लॉन्च किया गया है। नासा जिनके एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर हैं बिल नेल्सन। ठीक है गाइज, Bill Nelson is the administrator of NASA and you are required to tell me that NASA ने ये जो कैप्सूल मिशन लॉन्च किया है ये बेसिकली कौन से आउटर बॉडी के लिए लॉन्च किया है। एंड आई एम गेटिंग द राइट आंसर हियर। द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज मून। तो गाइज यहाँ पर आपको इसकी कैप्सूल की फुल फॉर्म भी याद रखने की जरूरत है, दैट स्टैंड्स फॉर Cislunar Autonomous Positioning System Technology Operations and Navigation Experiment. So this is the full form of capstone. I hope that this particular data and this question is very much clear to all of you. Moving on to the next question. So the next question is on the Bolat Terlikhanov Cup 2022. See, this particular cup was being recently held and you are required to tell me कि ये कौन से sport से associated है। ठीक है गाइस, तो यहां पर हमने देखा है कि स्पोर्ट्स से रिलेटेड काफी क्वेश्चंस भी एग्जाम के अंदर आते हैं, और इस साल भी आरबीआई ग्रेड बी के एग्जाम में आया था क्वेश्चन ऑन द संतोष ट्रॉफी। तो इसलिए आपको यहां पर इन सभी डिटेल्स को भी देखना बहुत जरूरी है। एंड हियर द ऑप्शंस आर वेट लिफ्टिंग, रेसलिंग, बॉक्सिंग, शूटिंग एंड आर्चरी। एंड आई एम गेटिंग द राइट आंसर हियर। द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन बी, दैट इज रेसलिंग। सो वेरी वेल डन वीरेंद्र, नीलेश, एवरीबॉडी ऑफ यू हैव आंसर्ड द क्वेश्चन करेक्टली, दैट इज ऑप्शन बी, रेसलिंग। ठीक है जी। अब नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज ध्रुव MK3 इन पोरबंदर गुजरात। सी, आपको मुझे बताना है कि कौन सी आर्म्ड फोर्सेस ने रिसेंटली ध्रुव MK3 इन पोरबंदर गुजरात को कमीशन किया है। तो इट वाज कमीशन इन पोरबंदर गुजरात एंड the name of that advanced light helicopter is Dhruv MK3. Now you are required to tell me ki which of the following armed forces commissioned the squadron of these advanced light helicopters, and I am getting the right answer to the question number 12, and that is option C once again, that is Indian Coast Guard. See guys, यहाँ पर Indian Navy is not the right answer, Indian Coast Guard is the right answer for this particular question. Moving on to the next question. So the next question is on a report. So guys, reports are really very important from the exam point of view. We have seen that in the RBI Grade B exam as well. क्योंकि prelims के अंदर यहाँ पर there was a question on the state of the world forest report. Then there was a question on the human capital index in the mains exam. So that's why these reports are really very important to be covered. So when I talk about the question number 13 here, the report has been mentioned, that is forecasting penetration of electric two-wheelers in India, a bottom-up analysis. And you are required to tell me that which of the following organizations has released this particular report. We always tell you that whenever you are covering any kind of report, what you are required to do, you are required to cover that across the 5 important dimensions. ठीक है जी। तो the very first dimension is the releasing body that is being asked in the question, and guys here the right answer is option E, that is Niti Aayog, as well as the Technology Information Forecasting and Assessment Council, that is TIFAC. So very well done guys. Now let's move on to the next question. So the next question is Ministry of Heavy Industries and Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship will find out that such kind of information will be given to you, that such ministry has just signed an MOU, और क्यों किया है ये भी बता दिया जाएगा, but what you are required to also focus on that किस सेक्टर में उस पर्टिकुलर पर्पस को अचीव करने के लिए ये MOU साइन किया गया है। And when I talk about the sector for this particular question, it is basically the capital goods sector. So Sanjeet, Virendra, Nilesh, all of you have answered the question correctly. Well done guys. Moving on to the next question. So the next question is on the RIM Pact, that is the Rim of the Pacific 2022. So this particular exercise was being hosted by the US Navy, and you are just required to tell me that what is the location that where this particular exercise was being hosted. And guys, one more important thing, that this was the 28th edition of the Rim of the Pacific 2022. ठीक है जी। तो जल्दी जल्दी बताइए क्या है इस क्वेश्चन का सही जवाब। एंड गाइस हियर रिम पैक्ट, एब्सोल्युटली राइट। The right answer to the question is option B, that is Hawaii, US. So all of you are really rocking guys today. So when I talk about some additional information about the RIM Pact, its theme was Capable Adaptive Partners, and it is a biennial event. It was held in Hawaii, US. ठीक है जी। So now let's move on to the next question. The next question is on the Global Startup Ecosystem Index 2022, and you are required to tell me that what is the India's rank. So this is also one of the dimensions that we always discussed, that the first dimension in the previous question was about the releasing body. Then what we are required to do? We are required to do the framework, then we are required to do the important rankings. In the rankings, टॉप किसने किया, वर्स्ट परफॉर्मर कौन था, एंड मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंटली इज इंडियाज परफॉर्मेंस. इंडिया की रैंक क्या थी? जब हम टॉप की बात करें तो इट वाज टॉप्ड बाय यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स. जब हम इंडिया की बात करते हैं, दैट इज व्हाट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी इन दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन, एंड आई एम गेटिंग द राइट आंसर्स हियर. द राइट आंसर टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 16 इज ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज 19th. ठीक है guys, here you can see that it is released by Startup Link. India की rank है 19th among the top 20 countries, and US has topped this particular index. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. Let's move on to the next question, and the next question is on the United Nations Habitat World Cities Report. So as per this report, basically the question is asking कि इंडिया की जो urban population है वो 2035 तक कितनी होने वाली है. What is the estimated India's population by year 2035 as per the United Nations Habitat World Cities Report? So let's see who will answer the question correctly. It's 575 million, 750 million, 600 million, 675 million, or 650 million. So I'm getting the options, I'm getting the right answers from the people here, and people are opting the option number D as the right answer. That is absolutely right. So 675 million is the right answer to this particular question. So guys, the next question is on that which of the following organization or banks has approved USD 1 billion loan for India's health sector? See guys, यहाँ पर हमारा syllabus का topic है, that is social sector in India health. So social sector in India health के लिए ये पर्टिकुलर चीज आपकी बहुत ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, और यहां पर यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी द नेम ऑफ दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जिसने कि इंडिया को USD 1 बिलियन डॉलर लोन का जो अमाउंट है वो अप्रूव किया है. एंड गाइज, यस एब्सोल्युटली राइट नीलेश, द राइट आंसर टू द क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन डी, दैट इज वर्ल्ड बैंक. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर दो कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री लोन्स रहेंगे ऑफ USD 500 मिलियन ईच, एंड पर्पस क्या है उसका? टू सपोर्ट इंडियाज हेल्थ सेक्टर. सो दैट इज व्हाट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू रिमेंबर गाइज फ्रॉम द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. सो संजीत एंड नीलेश, बोथ ऑफ यू हैव आंसर्ड द क्वेश्चन करेक्टली टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 18. Let's move on to the next question, and the next question is on the renaming. See, we always see that the renaming of the cities is being done, renaming of the state is being done, renaming of the districts is being done by the governments. So guys, now here once again this kind of activity has happened, and you are required to tell me कि recently जो सिटी है उस्मानाबाद उसको रीनेम किया गया है एज अ धाराशिव. तो ये जो धाराशिव नई सिटी है, it is located in which Indian state? That is what you are required to tell me. Here I would like to tell you that this state is really a very hot topic right now. वहां पर बहुत ज्यादा ही basically we can say that एक तरीके का पॉलिटिकल क्राइसिस वहां पर एमर्ज हुआ. एंड गाइस, हियर दैट इज व्हाट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी कि कौन सी वो स्टेट है. एंड आई एम गेटिंग द राइट आंसर. संजीत निलेश इज सेइंग दैट ऑप्शन बी इज द राइट आंसर. दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली राइट, महाराष्ट्र. सो गाइस, महाराष्ट्र इज द राइट आंसर. तो यहाँ पर हम कुछ और सिटीज को भी देख सकते हैं, लाइक औरंगाबाद वाज रीनेम्ड एज संभाजीनगर. एंड गाइस, ये दोनों ही जो हमारे सिटीज हैं, दे आर लोकेटेड इन द स्टेट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र. ठीक है, now let's move on to the next question. The next question is on the GST day, a very important question, a very halwa question for all of you. See guys, goods and services tax, we all know that recently the 47th meet of the GST council was held, and where it was held? It was held in Chandigarh. So here you are required to tell me that this particular day, that is GST day, is being observed every year in India on which date? And I am getting absolutely the right answer. So Divya Meena ने दिया इस क्वेश्चन का सही जवाब. That is option A, 1st of July. And when I talk about the goods and services tax, guys, this particular tax was being implemented in India from 1st of July 2017. ठीक है जी, तो ये सभी बातों का आपको याद रखना है फ्रॉम द एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज ISRO has announced the launch of its C53 mission of the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle. ठीक है, so this mission will carry 3 satellites from which of the following Indian countries? तो यहाँ पर हमें बताना है कि जो ISRO अपना C53 मिशन लॉन्च करने वाला है, and this mission is going to carry 3 satellites, and these 3 satellites will be of which country? And I am getting the right answers here. The people are opting the option number D as the right answer. That is absolutely right. That is Singapore. So guys, Singapore is the right answer to the question. Moving on to the next question, and the next question is, you are required to tell me the state which has launched the Nariko Naman scheme. नारिको नमन स्कीम रिसेंटली एक स्टेट गवर्नमेंट ने अनाउंस की है एंड यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी द नेम ऑफ दैट स्टेट. इट्स हिमाचल प्रदेश, उत्तराखंड, उत्तर प्रदेश, हरियाणा और राजस्थान. एंड टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 2022, द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज हिमाचल प्रदेश. So Himachal Pradesh is the right answer. Under this scheme, they are going to provide 50% concession on the fares in Himachal Pradesh Road Transport Corporation buses. Moving on to the next question, and the next question is on the BRAP, that is Business Reform Action Plan, an assessment of the states and UTs, and it was recently launched. So you are required to tell me कि इनमें से कौन सी state है which was not under the category of top achievers. See guys, you always remember that what exactly was the top performing state, the worst performing state. But यहाँ पर हमने देखा है कि there was a trend in the exam कि they do not ask the direct questions, they just ask you the indirect questions, because here you are required to focus on the keywords. What is the key? You will be able to answer this particular question correctly. So I am getting the answers from the people are opting the option number C as the right answer, that is Punjab. But guys, here the right answer is Maharashtra. So Maharashtra is the state which is not under the top achievers category. So let's discuss that what are those states which are under the top achievers category. These are Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Haryana, Telangana, Punjab, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. So guys, these seven states are basically under the top achievers category. Okay, so I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. Moving on to the next question, and the next question is on the NCRRTC. So NCRRTC, that is the National Capital Region Transport Corporation, has signed an agreement with which of the following consulting firms? See guys, here यहाँ पर कुछ consulting firms के नाम दिए गए हैं and you are required to identify the name of that consulting firm which has come here to operate and maintain the 82-kilometer long Delhi Ghaziabad Meerut regional rapid transport system for a period of 12 years. So the question number 24, let's see who will answer the question correctly. So some people are saying that the right answer is Vivek is saying that option C is the right answer, that is A.T. Osborne. Sanjeev Kaushik is also opting the right answer, that is A.T. Osborne. And guys, here the right answer is not A.T. Osborne, it is basically Deush Bhan Engineering and Consulting India Private Limited. सी गाइस, यहाँ पर नोट डाउन कीजिए इस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन को कि नेशनल कैपिटल रीजन ट्रांसपोर्ट कॉर्पोरेशन ने यहाँ पर किस कंसल्टिंग फर्म के साथ साइन किया है. द नेम ऑफ द firm is Deush Bhan Engineering and Consultancy India Private Limited. Moving on to the next question. So here the next question is really a halwa question for all of you. So CRISIL, we all know that it is a credit rating agency, and here you are required to tell me कि जो उसने recently India की real GDP growth forecast किया है, what exactly that, what is going to be the India's GDP for fiscal year 2023. So basically उन्होंने इंडिया की जो GDP growth rate है उसको down की है, they have lowered that particular part. So guys, here I'm getting the right answer from the people here. People are opting the option number A as the right answer, that is 7.6%. But guys, here this is not the right answer. The right answer is option D, that is 7.3%. So it was earlier 7.8% and now they have lowered it down to 7.3%. ठीक है जी, तो यहाँ पर आपको याद रखना है कि क्या है बेसिकली ये. ठीक है, तो इसी तरीके के एग्जाम we have seen in the exam. ठीक है, we have seen such kind of questions in the exam in the previous year. That's why you are really required to cover them very comprehensively. Moving on to the next question, and the next question is, as per the recent data, India's marine product exports has recorded an all-time high in fiscal year 21-2022 worth dash with a volume of 13,69,264 MT of the seafood. So here you are required to tell me that what exactly was the worth of such exports. It was option A, B, C, D and D. Let's see that who will answer the question number 26 correctly. So guys, here the right answer to the question number 26 is option C, that is $7.76 billion. So Nilesh has answered the question correctly. Let's move on to the next question. So the next question is on MEDISEP, that is a medical insurance scheme for the state employees and pensioners. So यहाँ पर आपको मुझे बताना है कि that which will provide coverage up to 3 lakh per annum. इसको रिसेंटली लॉन्च किया गया है, बट कौन सी स्टेट ने इसको लॉन्च किया है, दैट इज व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन इज ऑल अबाउट. सी हियर इन दिस क्वेश्चन यू आर जस्ट रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी द नेम ऑफ द इंडियन स्टेट जिसने की MEDISEP नाम की ये जो स्कीम है इसको लॉन्च किया है, अंडर विच दे आर गोइंग टू प्रोवाइड 3 लाख पर एनम कवरेज. ठीक है, and I'm getting the right answer. So Virendra and Sanjeet, Nilesh, everybody is opting the option number A. And guys, here option A is absolutely right, that is Kerala. So Kerala is the right answer to this particular question. And guys, let's move on to the next question. And here you are required to tell me that which of the following institutions will make recommendations for the appointments in the financial institution? See guys, recently यहाँ पर government ने कहा कि there will be a institution which will replace the banks board bureau and they will basically recommend the appointments in the India's financial institutions like Indian banks. So what exactly is the name of that particular bureau or board or the organization which will be set up by the government? And that is absolutely right, and that is basically option C, that is Financial Services Institutions Bureau. So status Abhi saying that, sir, is there any update about SEBI in 2023? So guys, it is definitely come, but we have to wait for the notification. But what we can do, we can prepare ourselves so that पहले ही अगर हम एडवांस में अपनी प्रिपरेशन करके रखेंगे, you will get more time for the revision and you will have edge over other aspirants as well. ठीक है guys? So when we talk about the question number 28, the right answer to the question is Financial Services Institutions Bureau. That is the right answer. And who will be the first chairman of this particular entity? He will be Bhanu Pratap Sharma. So these are the names that are really very important to be remembered, क्योंकि such kind of entity is being created in India. और यहाँ पर ये question आपका काफी probable हो जाता है एग्जाम के अंदर, that who will be the first chairman. See guys, जब भी ऐसी कोई entity यहाँ पर create होती है तो उसके पहले चेयरमैन कौन होते हैं, उन पर हमेशा कोई ना कोई क्वेश्चन आता ही है. That's why you are really required to remember this particular fact. Moving on to the next question. So the 6 Indian states have signed a declaration of intent to combat human trafficking. See guys, human trafficking को रोकने के लिए यहाँ पर 6 इंडियन स्टेट्स ने एक डिक्लेरेशन ऑफ इंटेंट को साइन किया है. यू आर जस्ट रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी कि इनमें से कौन सी वो स्टेट नहीं है जिसने इस पर्टिकुलर डिक्लेरेशन को साइन किया है. इट्स आंध्र प्रदेश, महाराष्ट्र, तेलंगाना, ओडिशा एंड तमिलनाडु. एंड आई एम गेटिंग द राइट आंसर्स फ्रॉम द पीपल हियर. द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन बी, दैट इज महाराष्ट्र. So guys, Maharashtra is the right answer. ठीक है जी. So this is what is the right answer to the question. Moving on to the next question. So the next question is on SEBI. See guys, अभी आप SEBI की बात कर रहे थे and now SEBI is in the news. So Securities Exchange Board of India उसने extend की है deadline for the implementation of guidelines related to the demat, damage and pledge instruction to dash. तो यहाँ पर timelines are always really very important. 2019 के लास्ट ईयर जो RBI Grade B का एग्जाम था, वहां पर टाइमलाइन के ऊपर बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन आया था, एकदम ऐसा ही क्वेश्चन. सो हियर यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी दैट व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन. व्हाट इज द न्यू टाइमलाइन व्हिच हैज बीन सेट बाय सिक्योरिटीज एक्सचेंज एंड बोर्ड ऑफ इंडिया. एंड गाइस, हियर द राइट आंसर टू द क्वेश्चन इज ऑप्शन ए, दैट इज September 1, 2022. So September 1 is the right answer to the question number 30. And guys, let's move on to the next question. So the next question is a 3-day grand hackathon to promote e-commerce in the agri sector has been recently organized, and you are required to tell me कि इनमें से कौन से ऑर्गेनाइजेशन या मिनिस्ट्री ने इसको लॉन्च किया था. ई कॉमर्स, सी एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर के अंदर ई कॉमर्स को प्रमोट करना, दिस इज रियली गोइंग टू बूस्ट द एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर इन आवर कंट्री. तो यहाँ पर कौन सी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन और मिनिस्ट्री इसके लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल थी, दैट इज व्हाट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी इन द क्वेश्चन नंबर 31. सो लेट्स सी हु विल आंसर द क्वेश्चन करेक्टली. So guys, here when I talk about the right answer to the question number 31 is option D. Absolutely right, Nilesh. The right answer is option D, that is Open Network for Digital Commerce and the National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development. So NABARD के बारे में मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया कि that G.R. Chintala is the head of the NABARD. It was established on 12th of July 1982. But guys, when I talk about the ONDC ना, so it is basically an initiative of DPIIT अंडर द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कॉमर्स. ठीक है, ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है जो आपको याद रखना चाहिए एग्जाम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. एंड देयर इज वन मोर इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट ONDC इज आल्सो रेफर्ड टू एज द UPI ऑफ ई कॉमर्स. यस, एब्सोल्युटली राइट, यू हैव हर्ड मी राइट, दैट इज UPI, दैट इज यूनिफाइड पेमेंट इंटरफेस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, हम सभी प्लेटफॉर्म्स पर UPI को यूज कर पाते हैं, लाइक वेदर इट इज अमेजॉन पे, वेदर इट इज गूगल पे, वेदर इट इज फ्री चार्ज, मोबिक्विक. सो हर एक यहाँ पर प्लेटफॉर्म यूपीआई को एक्सेप्ट करता है. इसी तरीके से जैसे यूपीआई एक तरीके का हमारा मीडियम है, इसी तरीके से ONDC भी एक मीडियम होने वाला है फॉर द ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग. ठीक है जी. सो आई होप दैट दिस इज वेरी मच क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. द क्वेश्चन नंबर 32 इज हियर ऑन योर स्क्रीन. प्लीज आंसर द क्वेश्चन इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. एंड द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज बेसिकली दैट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी इनमें से रिसेंटली किस पर्सन को यहाँ पर कैंपेगौड़ा इंटरनेशनल अवार्ड 2022 से नवाजा गया है. Who among the following has recently been selected for the award that is the first edition of the Campegowda International Award 2022, and this award has been instituted by the Karnataka government. So let's see who will answer the question correctly. Option question number 32. So Virendra, Sanjeet and Nilesh, everybody saying that option E is the right answer, and that is absolutely right, guys. So when I talk about that all these awardees, so SM Krishna is the former Chief Minister of Karnataka. The Narayan Murthy, who don't know about this person, he is the founder of Infosys, and then Prakash Padukone, India's badminton star. ठीक है जी. So all these persons are basically the person who has been selected for the first edition of the Campegowda International Award 2022. Moving on to the next question. So the next question is about CBSE, which has launched the Pariksha Sangam. So guys, CBSE ने परीक्षा संगम लॉन्च किया गया है, और उसके अंदर कुछ तीन काफी इंपॉर्टेंट टर्म्स है for schools, for the regional offices and for the head offices. So here you are required to tell me कि इनमें से कौन सी जो term है वो उसे correctly mention किया गया है. So guys, here the right answer to the question is option D. So these are really very important thing, guys, that you are required to remember from the exam point of view, क्योंकि इन चीजों पर काफी questions आते हैं, जैसे कि लघु, लघु, तरुण, तो शिशु, तो ऐसी ऐसी जो चीज़ें हैं, जैसे जो टर्म्स हैं जो हम इस्तेमाल करते हैं टू डिफाइन सच काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स. तो इसी तरीके से ये गंगा, यमुना और सरस्वती इज आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट कैन बी आस्क्ड इन द एग्जाम. आई होप दैट दिस इज वेरी मच क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू. लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. एंड द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज अबाउट इंडियन बैंक ने इनमें से कौन सी इंडियन स्टेट के साथ ये MOU साइन किया है टू डिस्ट्रीब्यूट मोबाइल फोन्स टू द कंज्यूमर्स थ्रू EUPI सिस्टम. EUPI सिस्टम के थ्रू यहाँ पर मोबाइल फोन्स को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना. कौन सी इंडियन स्टेट ने ये MOU साइन किया है इंडियन बैंक के साथ? एंड आई एम गेटिंग एब्सोल्युटली द राइट आंसर, गाइस. यू आर रियली लाइटनिंग द कमेंट सेक्शन विद योर आंसर्स, एंड आई एम रियली ग्लैड टू सी दैट. एंड द हियर द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज हरियाणा. वेरी वेल डन, गाइस. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज ऑन द ग्रीनको. ग्रीनको ने यहाँ पर कौन से इंस्टीट्यूट के अंदर सेटअप किया है इंडिया का पहला डेडिकेटेड स्कूल फॉर द सस्टेनेबल साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी? सी गाइस, व्हाई दिस क्वेश्चन इज इंपॉर्टेंट? दिस word basically is making it important, that is India's first, India का पहला dedicated school for sustainable science and technology. Whenever you find such kind of words, India's first, longest, highest, smallest, tallest, so whenever you find such kind of words, these things becomes really very important for you to remember from the exam point of view. And when I talk about the right answer to this question, absolutely right, guys, the right answer to the question is option B, that is IIT Hyderabad. Moving on to the next question. And the next question is, which of the following insurance companies has launched Switch? सी गाइस, इनमें से एक इंश्योरेंस कंपनी ने रिसेंटली स्विच नाम की एक इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी, एक इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट लॉन्च किया है, दैट इज बेसिकली अ मोटर इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट. एंड यू आर जस्ट रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी दैट व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज द नेम ऑफ दैट इंश्योरेंस कंपनी. It's HDFC ERGO, ICICI Lombard, or Star Health, Bajaj Alliance, or Edelweiss General Insurance. So Virendra, Nilesh and Sanjeet, everybody is opting the option number E, and guys, that is absolutely the right answer. That is Edelweiss General Insurance. Moving on to the next question. So the next question is on the 58th Order Books Inventories and Capacity Realization Survey. So basically you are required to tell me ये जो survey है which is basically being launched for the manufacturing sector, इसको कौन सी organization launch करती है? It's RBI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, or Ministry of Commerce, CII, or Center for Monitoring Indian Economy. Guys, this is a halwa question, and I really want all of you to answer this question correctly in the comment section, that what is exactly the right answer to this question. And guys, I am getting the right answer. Anshu, Sanjeet, Nilesh, Virendra, everybody is rocking today, guys. And guys, here the right answer is absolutely Reserve Bank of India. But यहाँ पर मैं आपको बता दूं कि ओबिकस की फुल फॉर्म क्या है, that is really very important. I am marking the star here. ओबिकस की फुल फॉर्म याद रखिएगा, एग्जाम में आ सकती है. ठीक है. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज डायरेक्टरेट जनरल डिफेंस स्टेट्स DGDE. उन्होंने रिसेंटली अलॉन्ग विद विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैज डेवलप्ड एन AI बेस्ड सॉफ्टवेयर टू डिटेक्ट अनऑथराइज्ड कंस्ट्रक्शंस एंड एनरोचमेंट्स ऑन द डिफेंस लैंड. तो डिफेंस लैंड, जो भी हमारे डिफेंस फोर्सेस हैं उनके पास जो लैंड है, वहां पर अगर कोई भी ऐसी अनऑथराइज्ड कंस्ट्रक्शन की जाती है तो उसके लिए यहाँ पर AI बेस्ड सॉफ्टवेयर बनाया गया है. एंड यू आर जस्ट रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी कि इनमें से कौन सी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने उसको डेवलप किया है. ठीक है जी. तो यहाँ पर एक हमारे पास बॉडी का नाम है, दैट इज DGDE. एंड नाउ यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू टेल मी द नेम ऑफ दैट सेकंड बॉडी विच इज बीइंग आस्क्ड इन द क्वेश्चन. एंड आई एम गेटिंग एब्सोल्युटली द राइट आंसर. द राइट आंसर इज भाभा एटॉमिक रिसर्च सेंटर. वेरी वेल डन, गाइस. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज ऑन द एयरपोर्ट अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया, जिन्होंने कि इंडिया का पहला फर्स्ट ऑपरेशन एंड मैनेजमेंट अग्रीमेंट साइन किया है. तो वो कौन सी स्टेट के साथ हुआ है? इट्स महाराष्ट्र, उत्तर प्रदेश, हरियाणा, कर्नाटक एंड मध्य प्रदेश. जस्ट रिक्वायर्ड टू आइडेंटिफाई द नेम ऑफ द स्टेट विद विच एयरपोर्ट अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया which has signed the first operation and management agreement. एंड गाइस हियर द राइट आंसर टू द क्वेश्चन इज उत्तर प्रदेश. तो उत्तर प्रदेश वो स्टेट का नाम है जिसके साथ एयरपोर्ट अथॉरिटी ऑफ इंडिया ने पहला ऑपरेशन एंड मैनेजमेंट अग्रीमेंट साइन किया है. एंड आई एम गेटिंग एब्सोल्युटली द राइट आंसर. सो वेल डन वीरेंद्र, वेल डन निलेश. So all of you are really rocking today, really glad to see this. Now let's move on to the next question, and the next question is you are required to tell me the name of the company जिसने MOU साइन किया है राजस्थान गवर्नमेंट के साथ to develop 10 gigawatt ultra mega renewable energy parks. See guys, you can always relate such kind of questions with the previous year questions of the Reserve Bank of India, SEBI Grade A, NABARD Grade A, and that is why the revision of these questions are really very important across all the dimensions, and that is why we are coming up with such kind of initiative of such kind of sessions where you will be able to revise all such things. And guys, here as we all know that on daily basis you are getting the fast track sessions. So on the fast track sessions, see सिर्फ पढ़ना जरूरी नहीं है. PCREL, that is absolutely right. Sanjeet has answered the question correctly. Now let's move on to the next question. So the next question is on a very important index which has been launched recently, that is the state ranking index for NFSA, that is National Food Security Act. This was a question guys. ये question यहाँ पर एग्जाम के अंदर आया था. RBI Grade B Phase 2 2022 पूछा गया था कि ये जो फूड सिक्योरिटी है कौन से एक्ट के अंदर है. वन नेशन वन राशन कार्ड जो आपको फूड सिक्योरिटी प्रोवाइड करता है वो बेसिकली कौन से एक्ट के अंदर करता है. एंड द राइट आंसर वाज NFSA Act 2013. ठीक है guys, so that is why such kind of things are really very important. And when I talk about the right answer, you are just required to tell me that which state has topped among the category of special category states. And here the right answer is Tripura. So Tripura is the right answer to the question. And when we talk all over index, then it was basically topped by Odisha. ठीक है जी. I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. Moving on to the next question. So India's first right to health bill 2022. Recently एक state ने announce किया that we will be introducing India's first right to health bill 2022. So what is the name of that Indian state? That is what you are required to tell me in the comment section. Question number 42, and absolutely right. The right answer to the question is option D, that is Rajasthan. So Rajasthan is basically introducing India's first right to health bill. So I hope that this is very much clear to all of you. Moving on to the next question, and the next question is on the World Zoonosis Day. तो वर्ल्ड ज़ूनोसिस डे यहाँ पर कौन सी डेट को बनाया जाता है? बेसिकली इट इज बीइंग सेलिब्रेटेड टू क्रिएट अवेयरनेस अबाउट द जूनोटिक डिजीज. तो जूनोटिक डिजीज के लिए awareness create karna, that is what is the aim of celebrating the World Zoonosis Day. So what exactly is the date on which we celebrate this day? And absolutely right, the right answer is 2nd July. So 2nd July is the date when we does this. ठीक है जी, when we celebrate the World Zoonosis Day. Let's move on to the next question, and the next question is on once again on a way that all of you are really required to remember from the exam point of view. This report basically tells us about harnessing green hydrogen. What is going to be the impact of implementing of adopting the green hydrogen in our country, and this also captures the roadmap and capture that what is going to be the impact of adopting the green hydrogen. And guys, absolutely right, here the right answer to the question is option B, that is Niti Aayog. So I am getting the right answers here. Absolutely right guys, Niti Aayog. See guys, whenever Niti Aayog comes, there is very one important thing, and that is we all know that vice chairman of Niti Aayog was recently in the month of I think May or June he was appointed. Can anybody tell me that who is presently the vice chairman of Niti Aayog? Let's see who will tell me the right answer. Vice chairman of Niti Aayog कौन है? Please tell me quickly that what is the right answer to this question. So people, Nilesh is saying a year. No, this is not the right answer. Absolutely right, Anshur. The right answer is Suman K. Berry. ठीक है जी. And when we talk about the CEO, the new CEO was being appointed recently of the Niti Aayog, and the name of that person is Parmeshwaran Iyer. ठीक है जी. He replaced, उन्होंने किसको replace किया था? He replaced Amitabh Kant ji, who has become recently, see guys, yesterday he was being appointed as the new Sherpa of G20. This is what you are required to remember from the exam point of view. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर वाइस चेयरमैन की G20, a very important update that you must remember from the exam point of view. Moving on to the next question. First India Animal Health Summit इसको ऑर्गेनाइज किया गया था इंडियन चैम्बर ऑफ फूड एंड एग्रीकल्चर द्वारा. In which place? You are just required to identify the place where this particular first India Animal Health Summit was being launched. It was being organized. Question number 45. Absolutely right. The right answer is option B. That is New Delhi. So New Delhi के अंदर इसको launch किया गया था guys. Well done Sanjeet, Virendra, Nilesh. Moving on to the next question. So here the next question is once again a very important because it has India's first. So guys, India's first floating terminal for the liquefied natural gas at Jaigarh is expected to be operational. तो यहाँ पर आपको मुझे बताना है कि जो जयगढ़ है guys, ये कौन सी स्टेट के अंदर है. Where is Jaigarh located? Jaigarh, why it is being in the question? Because there India's first floating terminal of the liquefied natural gas will be established. And guys, when I talk about the Jaigarh, it is basically in Maharashtra. So I would like to tell you that one such kind of floating terminal will also be established in Jafrabad, which is basically located in Gujarat. ठीक है जी. तो यहां पर इन सभी चीजों को, सभी फैक्ट्स को आपको याद रखने की जरूरत है. मूविंग ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, एंड द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज हु अमंग द फॉलोइंग हैज बीन अपॉइंटेड एज द फोर्स कमांडर ऑफ द यूनाइटेड नेशंस मिशन इन साउथ सुडान. सो इन द आरबीआई ग्रेड बी फेज 1 एग्जाम ऑफ दिस ईयर वी हैव सीन सच काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन, जहां पर पूछा गया था कि इंडियन पीस कीपर अवार्ड यहां पर नवाजा गया था. अवार्ड वाज बीइंग अवार्डेड टू द इंडियन पीस कीपर्स, और वो कौन से मिशन के लिए यहाँ पर किया गया था. दैट मिशन इज बीइंग लॉन्च इन विच कंट्री? द राइट आंसर दैट वाज सुडान. सो गाइस, यहाँ पर जब हम बात करते हैं इस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन की, तो वहां पर जो मिशन चल रहा है अनमिस, दैट इज यूनाइटेड नेशंस मिशन इन द साउथ सुडान, वहां पर जो हमारे हेड हैं उनको रिसेंटली अपॉइंट किया गया है. दैट इज द फोर्स कमांडर एंड दैट इज नन अदर देन ऑप्शन सी, दैट इज लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल मोहन सुब्रमण्यन. दिस इज द राइट आंसर टू द क्वेश्चन हु हैज रिप्लेस्ड लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल शैलेश तिनेकर. सो गाइज, यहाँ पर दोनों ही जो न्यू पर्सन अपॉइंटेड है वो, और साथ में जिसको रिप्लेस किया है उसका नाम भी आपको याद रखना बहुत ही जरूरी है. Moving on to the next question. Which of the following states has become the first state in India to connect one district, one product mart with the open network for digital commerce? So we have already discussed that what is open network for digital commerce, and yeah, here you are required to tell me कि कौन सी state India की पहली state बनी है which has basically decided to connect the one district, one product mart, and that is absolutely right. People are opting the option number D as the right answer. That is right. That is Uttar Pradesh is the right answer. Moving on to the next question. So the next question is on the Fields Medal. See guys, recently Fields Medal were being awarded, and during this year awardees, the Marina Vyazvovska has become the second woman ever to win the Fields Medal. Just tell me that she belongs to which country? A very simple answer that is being asked in this question. She belongs to which country? And absolutely right, Sanjeet Anshu has answered the question correctly. That is option B, Ukraine. So Ukraine is the right answer. And guys, here is the list of all the other recipients which are from France, US, Britain, and the fourth one is from the Ukraine. ठीक है, और इसको देता कौन है? It is being given by the International Mathematical Union in Helsinki. ठीक है जी. So guys, यहाँ पर अब हम बढ़ते हैं लास्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ. That is here on your screen, and I want all of you to answer this particular question. Question number 50. The question is, the South Indian Bank has signed an agreement with the Forest and Wildlife Department to enable the digital collection of the payment at ecotourism centers. तो यहाँ पर आपको मुझे बताना है that with which state, बेसिकली ये जो फॉरेस्ट एंड वाइल्ड लाइफ डिपार्टमेंट है, ये डिपार्टमेंट कौन सी स्टेट का है जिसके साथ साउथ इंडियन बैंक ने ये अग्रीमेंट साइन किया है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 50. आई वांट ऑल ऑफ यू टू आंसर दिस पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन करेक्टली इन द कमेंट सेक्शन गाइस. सो इट्स हरियाणा, केरला, कर्नाटका, तमिलनाडु, मध्य प्रदेश, एंड आई एम गेटिंग द राइट आंसर्स फ्रॉम द पीपल, एंड एवरीबडी इज सेइंग दैट ऑप्शन बी, केरला, इज द राइट आंसर, एंड दैट इज एब्सोल्युटली राइट. So guys, Kerala is the right answer to this particular question. So guys, quickly tell me that what exactly are your scores. So this is the time when you are going to tell me that what exactly are your scores, because only 50 questions were there in the session. I really believe that all these questions, 84 to 90%, really glad to see this particular part. So guys, apart from this, I would like to tell you that EduTap is also running a weekend sale, a wow weekend sale for all of you. So all those person who are basically interested in RBI Grade B, NABARD Grade A and SEBI Grade A exam, what they can do? They can just avail the flat 30% plus additional 20% off on these particular courses. And what you are required to do for that? You are required to use the code EduTap, which is valid only from 9th July to 10th of July 2022. ठीक है जी. So guys, I really believe that this session was really useful and fruitful to all of you, and you must have liked this particular session. If you have any feedback for me, you can post your comments in the comment section below, and I really believe that jitne bhi questions we have discussed in our today's session, all the questions are really very much clear to all of you. So guys, thank you for joining us, and if you guys have any kind of query, you can ask your queries. I will be happy to answer your queries. So if you have any queries, and if you don't have any queries, you can just comment no, so that we can conclude this particular session. So Sanjeet is saying the very useful and interesting session. So thank you, Sanjeet. And basically, guys, you are the guys who are making it successful. Okay, if you will not be actively participating in the session, then it will not be that much useful and fruitful to all of you. Okay, so basically, it's your participation which makes it more useful and interesting. And guys, I really believe that now no more queries are there, so we can conclude this particular session. So guys, once again,